If you're planning a remodel that goes beyond a simple refresh, like removing a wall, improving flow, or even reworking rooms, the hardest part isn't picking the tile. It's knowing what layout is going to work best. That's why, before we even talk materials, we use a thoughtful process to help you explore options and feel confident in your choices. The big idea here is that every project starts with a deep dive into your home and your priorities. So regarding your home, we just don't walk through it. We scan the entire house, inside and out. And that scan helps us get accurate as-built plans and measurements. But even more importantly, it gives us a full 3D dollhouse view that we can reference anytime during the design process. And that's been a huge game changer for us. It allows us to double check options, explore tricky situations like corners or ceiling transitions, and even helps us trace down plumbing stacks and mechanical runs, all without constantly bothering you while you live in your home. Just as importantly, we get to know about you. We ask a lot of questions up front, not just about what you want to change, but more importantly, why? What's working, what's not, and what your day-to-day life looks like in the home. And we build out a needs, wants, and wishes list, and we do that together. This helps us understand what's truly important, how you want to live in your space, and how to balance your design goals with your budget and long-term vision. And then from there, our job is to take all of that, the real structure, the possibilities, the priorities, and explore what's possible in a clear and curated way. And because we've scanned the home, we're not guessing. We're working with a complete 3D reference of the space. And that allows us to sketch and model with real constraints in mind, and whether that's a structural wall or a plumbing stack or just the best sight line through the living room. And this process, we feel, should always start with freehand sketching. And that's because sketching keeps things fluid. You don't feel like decisions are locked in. It's a way to talk through ideas visually, test flow and circulation, and explore creative solutions. And we also do that together with you during meetings, and it's quick and it's comfortable. From there, we move into shaded 3D modeling. No textures or colors yet, just clean forms. And that's intentional. When we keep the visuals simple, we can focus on what really matters first, and that's the function. How do rooms connect? How traffic flows? Where light comes in? All the decisions that matter long before we pick out the countertops. So we had one client that was considering a big change, opening up the kitchen into the family room. Seeing that layout as a shaded model helped them instantly visualize how the space would feel and flow. And they were able to confidently decide to move forward, knowing it would truly work. We believe the best design decisions are made layer by layer. First, we solve the space planning, which is the function. Then we layer in style, materials, and finishes. And this approach makes every step easier and far more efficient. And if we're just working in CAD drawings, which we don't like to do in this early stage, because CAD drawings can feel intimidating or final to clients. But a sketch and a shaded model, they invite conversation. They make it feel like we're exploring with you and not dictating to you. That's why we love starting this way. It makes the whole process feel creative, open, and flexible, while still being grounded in strong design strategy. So if you're planning a remodel that involves major layout changes, we'd love to guide you through this kind of process. You don't have to guess what might work. We'll show you clear, intentional options that are based on your space and your goals. And you'll have a real partner helping you make confident, informed decisions at every step. Would you like to see what this will look like for your home? Check the link in the description to start the conversation. And if this was helpful, please give us a like. We've got more videos coming soon on how to make your remodel feel less stressful and way more successful.